finally the video I've been wanting to show you and make. The garage is now basically done. Just checking that my mic's on. Not used it in a while. So here in my hand I have got a list, a breakdown cost of what it has cost me to build my dream home garage. Mind the beard and the long hair. I've been very busy with work and doing this, obviously. So I just thought it'd be nice. Do a breakdown cost. A few people have asked how much does it cost you to build your garage. So first up, I want to say thank you to everyone that has helped me come round and helped me build my dream home garage, basically. Yeah, it's been rough making content outside, rather on my mum and dad's drive or on my own, and it's brutal. I'm fair-haired. If it's sunny, I get burnt. If it's raining, I get piss wet through. Cameras break. If it's -2, I can't feel my hands, I can't feel my fingers, which makes it hard to press stop and start cameras. It makes it hard to do anything. If you worked outside in like minuses, you'll know exactly what I mean, or rain or snow or whatever. So this is just going to be a total lifesaver for me. I mean, it's 32 degrees outside and I've no aircon and it's bearable. It's a bit hot, it's a bit sweaty, you can probably tell, but it's bearable. Whereas if I were outside, I'd be dying, I'd have sunstroke. You know what I mean? I mean, look at this. One day on the roof, putting the roof on, killed me. So, yeah, I don't know if these are charged. I can't see it light in camera. But I'm going to go through it. So, first off, obviously, I mentioned thank you to everyone that's helped me. I've no labour costs as such apart from sandwiches. And one of my mates helped him and his brother decorate part of his house that he's had replastered and stuff. And then my mate that's helped as well, he's had a big extension put on, the full house basically ripped out, redone. I've painted that for him. So in turn, he says, well, if you're doing that for me, I'll build you a garage. Sweet. So we've needed a digger. We needed one for about 4 hours on one day, and I'd say roughly about the same on the other day. Either way, it'd be a day charge, and I'm guessing somewhere around £200 for each day hire. So I've saved about £400 there. And as I say, no labour costs. So bear that in mind when I tell you the total cost of this garage. There's no labour costs or digger costs involved. So I'll try start from the basics. So obviously digging out the footings, not cost me anything. The concrete for the footings was £440. Let's have a look. The block work, I tried to break it down for the footings and total, but there's that many bits of paperwork and stuff, I just thought I'd put it all together. So for the block work, the sand cement and the roof joists and boards was £3,080. £3,080 just in blockwork, cement, and roof joists and the top boards, the OSB. So next we would have the fascias, soffit, and guttering. So the white things that go around the face and the bit that goes underneath, and obviously your gutting attaches to it. All that in total was £1,257. Are we still on? Still on. Yeah, so £1,257. The door behind me, and there is a smaller door there. That was £2,200 fitted. You got to pay for a good door these days. You just have to do it. These are double-skinned, insulated as well, so it helps keep the warmth in and the warmth out, which is nice on days like today. Lighting. Got this for Christmas present off of Kim, but the cost of these lights are around 120 to 160 pounds. We'll say 120 because you can get them for 120, but if they're out of stock, they're about 160. So then we have floor paint. That was £58 for 5 litres. I needed 2 of them. The gloss black on the skirting, that was £22 for 1 litre. This workbench that the camera is currently on, the work surface with the drawers and stuff like that, I already had the drawers, but for all the wood to make this, I had quotes off of people to make something exactly the same or something similar. Another one in about £2 grand, £2.5 and I was like, oh, I can make it myself, so I'm going to make it myself. So wood materials roughly was about £120 again. Painted the wood in satin, that was £50. Yeah, so it was £50 for the satin black paint and the varnish. Now, the concrete pad itself inside of the garage, that was £420. And then for the roof, so obviously we had the top boards that was included in the price of the overall block work. But for the boards for the inside, the vapor barrier, the insulation, so the insulation was £120. The vapor membrane was £40, and the boarding that the lighting is on was £120. There's a lot of £120, isn't there? What else were there? Oh yeah, electricals. So fuse boxes, armoured wire. Again, my friend helped me do that, who's a qualified electrician. She's supplied me with cabling. I just had to get sockets, obviously fuse box, switches, and material-wise, I came up at £229.29p down to the pence. There will have been a few extras on there because we fell short with some clips and stuff, so you could say probably about £320, but for the sake of this video, I'll say £229. Wall paint, £40. I've just put a contractor mat on the inside. It's breathable. If I mark it, I can touch it up. It soaks right into the block. So yeah, that's what I've gone with. The ceiling paint, the black paint, that is a black masonry. So yet again, breathable, hard wearing, and it should touch up if it marks up, which when is it going to mark up unless the engine decides to shoot oil out of the engine oil cap, whatever. So I ended up getting a toolbox, which is just here. This cost me £340. That was discounted down with a coupon on eBay. It was supposed to be, I want to say, 380 or £400 delivered. But I got it for £340, so I snapped it up. Same again with the compressor that I've bought. It's not a massive one, it's a 50 litre, but it's a twin stroke barrel, twin motor basically, and it runs 14.5 CFM, so it holds half decent amount of air, but because it's a twin motor, it'll produce the air a lot faster, which I've already had it on, and it literally took no time at all to refill it. And with it being a 14 CFM, it'll push loads of air out, which will run any air tool that I want to run in this garage with no issues. Your cheaper compressors that you see, SGSs and stuff like that on eBay for like 150 quid, 160 quid, 200 quid. Always look at the CFM because most of them are about 9 CFM and they'll just run out of puff. It won't pump enough air back into the compressor and you'll be waiting an age to run any sort of sprayers or air tools. So that's what I've gone with. I wanted to spend a bit extra on it. It was out of luck because at bank holiday deals it was £280. It was discounted down to £228.99, and I bought this aerial as well, which I've attached up and put on some nice fancy clips across going down to it. So the total of the compressor and the reel was £302.88. Now, I've done this over time. I bought this house in the end of October. Since then, I've been building it. So it's literally just been bits and bats all the way through. Am I still on? Still on. Just making sure. I've literally just been doing bits and bats. So bought the block and the roof, the concrete, the footing. It's just all been like weeks and months at a time. So the cost has been spread out. It's not like I've put this cost straight out. But since October till I'd say, what we're in now, May, I'd say start of April, this garage has been up and ready with roof on and everything. I want to say that I've missed something. What have I missed? I've got the fascias and soffits. I know what I've missed. I have missed the rubber off of this. I have missed the rubber. So I just need to do some quick calculating and I will get back to you. Right, crisis averted. So we were talking about the roof and the rubber. I realised that I've not actually put it on the list. So the price of the rubber and the glue and the trims that come with it, this is to go on top of the boards to seal the roof so it doesn't leak. It would have been good to have that, wouldn't it? That was £795. Bear in mind, me and my mate have done it. And I look like one of them sweeps. I'll overlay it. So the total, I'll stop babbling. The total, this is with my toolbox, compressor, reel, doors, lights, walls, ceilings, floor, you name it. The full cost of building this garage was £9,811.88. Bear in mind, this has been done over time, a fair few months, and there's probably a bit of extra cost on that, with a few other bits that I've probably missed, like sealant, fire stop, a few extra clips here and there. I don't know. So we could say it's £9,811, but it's more than likely chipped over £10,000. That's without labour costs. That's without the digger costs. So if you was going to pay someone to probably do this, you'd probably, I don't know. Put in comment section, how much do you think it'd cost when I've got probably 10 grand in materials? How much do you think it'd cost? And it's not a shit standard, it's like the mates have gone all out, you know what I mean? Conduiting and stuff like that, RCDs, like, you know what I mean? Like top. So if all goes wrong, it's good, you know what I mean? Like the block work, it was screwing because it were all like a couple of mil out, and it wanted it to be bang on, and it was screwing, and the plan was me to overboard this, but it still wanted to point it nice. Or if I decided to paint it, it looked fucking mint. And yeah, I didn't end up boarding it, so it's a good job really that he spent his time, you know what I mean, and made it look nice. He did the front, what do you call them, where they do it so you've got something to bolt your doors to. He did all them right fancy, you know what I mean, on front. So he just took his time on doing it, even though it was like a favour for a favour, and that's why it's not cost me out in labour. So say roughly 10 grand in materials, it was £9,811, roughly 10 grand with a few extra bits that I've probably missed or I haven't got receipts for, or I've lost the receipts because they've only been like 10s, 20s, £30 here and there, and I've just put them in a glove box or whatever. But I'd say, I don't know, I honestly don't know. It could be fucking 5 grand in labour, it could be 8 grand in labour. Because obviously you've got to think there's the roof as well involved. So there might be 2 grand in labour on the roof. There might be, I don't know, 8 grand on the footings, the concrete, and the blockwork labour-wise. So 15 to 18 grand in total, probably, if you were to get someone else to build it for you. I've laboured for him. I've done what I can. Helped with the joists. I mixed the muck up for the bricks. You know what I mean? Skivied about, got on cups of teas, sandwiches. You know, I did what I could. And this is what I'm left with. My mic can't died, which is a bonus. So yeah, let me know what you think. Were it too much? I don't. Well, it's a lot of money, isn't it? 10 grand is a lot of money, especially when I've just bought the house as well. I literally bought the house and then started building this. So it's been an expensive, very, very, very expensive couple of months. Now hopefully I can start building my money back up because I'm skint. Start building my money up and start getting back into racing because the course needs some attention. And I'm missing doing car stuff, man. I am. But now we've got this, I've got a couple of plans up my sleeve. Will it involve a bigger turbo on the Corsa? Maybe so. Will it involve the Vectra finally becoming a time attack beast? Maybe so. Stay tuned, guys. And thanks for watching. And I haven't said this for a while, but whatever you're doing today, make it different. See you later, guys.